Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of kennybolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to kennybolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
Who's sick of hearing Dutch Mantel's name on this show? I know I'm starting to get a little irritated by it, but it's there. But we're working on some possible changes in the near future. I haven't shaved. This was called I Don't Give a Shit. Friday, Saturday, Thursday, any other days that were associated with this week. It's called I Don't Give a Shit. And I thought about shaving, and then I didn't. And so here it is. This is what it is. So I thought maybe I might have a little help in here tonight. I thought possibly the Bobby of Bangs might be around to be of some help, being as it's a very late start tonight, but only 9:30 his time. But I don't see him anywhere around. But I do have a little bit of help tonight, and I'm pretty sure he probably saw the pay-per-view. So, Mr. Train, you can go ahead and let yourself in when you're ready. And we'll just have you let yourself in here.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, all the attention goes to the right-hand side of the screen, so I will fix that. Apparently, there's scientific studies that say that all the attention goes to the right-hand side of the screen, and that's why Joe Biden took the right-hand side. And just like with Joe Biden, I'll win any debate that I'm in unless I'm drugged out of my fucking mind, maybe have flown all over 13 countries and used jet lag as an excuse for being home for 11 days. I could do that.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty enough to where the eye's going to draw anywhere I am. So,
well, I've heard that said as well. The pasta tart, aka Naughty Nicole, was in the house. In here, nice.
Nicole? What's up, Kevin?
I don't think that's legit. Isn't it usually the person who is talking?
Not if they're a babbling idiot.
Well, no. Actually, there was a study done by the networks recently, and they say that's why Scaramucci always demands to be on the right-hand side. When people stand at podiums, if they have a choice, they prefer to be on the right. I've always just liked being on the right anyway. I didn't have any scientific study behind it. I just have always.
Well, as Americans, we're taught everything to the right except wrestling. Yeah. But you know, if you're skidding off, you skid to the right. You look to the right. You know.
Yeah.
It's just ingrained in us.
And Jazzy Jana's in the house today. She's got a wrench, so y'all better be on your best freaking behavior.
Clunky upside the head with it.
I do have whoops upside your head. I go oops upside your head. How many people in here have heard that song other than me, you, and Jazzy Jana? Probably not too many.
Maybe the Canadian.
I saw the pay-per-view in its entirety tonight. My son had picked me up a shitload of drinks that were on sale. I'm back replenished with the Spice Coke. I even got some Big Red Zero tonight that I had during the pay-per-view. I've got me some more strawberry. I've got me some cherry Pepsi. I got me some regular Coke Zero, but I'm breaking out the spice tonight. Well, I'm bringing out the good shit tonight. By the way, I'm going to pop a top on this bitch right now. We have 3 potential challenges. I don't expect a shitload of people in here tonight. Number one, I think I have banned Twitter for life. I think one donation has come from Twitter. There were 2 or 3 others that said what huge fans of mine they are. How do we donate, sir?
That's always a setup.
Yeah, well, how do you read, you stupid fucks? There's four different ways right there to do so. And if you have to ask me how to donate, you're a fucking moron, and I don't want to deal with you.
I've had a cousin call me because they couldn't make macaroni and cheese, which is printed on the box.
It's printed on the box.
Dead serious, man. This generation.
Shout out to our lovely sponsors. We just inked a new deal with Popeyes. New deal with Main Event, brand spanking new deal with Bear Nose Pizza. We officially kicked off. They've been with us for a while. We've been kind of in a trial run, more or less, with Bear Nose Pizza, but we inked their deal today. Bear Nose Pizza will be with us for quite some time to come. And they were the sponsor of my little watch-along party tonight. And I still got a shitload of pizza in there in the oven, over half of it. I sent a large portion of it home with my son. And Bear Nose Pizza, my God, if you've never had one, the Wix Pizza, who used to be a sponsor of OVW TV, because I sold the deal Mark Henry, myself, Beth Phoenix, Jacob Duncan, Jim Cornette, various others did TV commercials for them back in the early 2000s. And Wick's Pizza used to be a sponsor of OVW TV. Then they went away for a while. Bear Nose was our original sponsor on OVW TV. Wick's took their place after a while, after a couple of years. And now Wick's is back with OVW TV. And I don't, people, well, if Bear Nose is your sponsor, why are you mentioning Wick's? Well, there's a reason. It's called comparison shopping. Comparison shopping. And we'll throw McDonald's and Burger King into that. If McDonald's has the double quarter pounder with cheese for $4.99, and let's say Burger King has the double Whopper with cheese for $8.99, what are you going to be more likely to get? Probably the McDonald's double quarter, right? For half the price, right?
Yep.
That's what I would be leaning on. I'm a man that likes to save a buck or two when I'm out shopping. So let's say Burger King $8.99 double Whopper, McDonald's double quarter $4.99. I think it's actually higher than that. It's probably $5.99, maybe even $6.99. I don't know. But but if it's half the price or a third of the price, or give or take, you're going to lean towards who's got the best buy. Two Rivers, they have buffets out there during the week that are like $13. All you can eat buffet for $13. Who does that anymore? And it's all fresh food. It's all handpicked from their local farmers out there. You can't go wrong with a buffet. Now their seafood buffets are dramatically higher. But it's they got crab legs and the great fried fish. They got all kinds of great things. But normally their buffet is about $13 during the weekdays for lunch and dinner. You can't beat that. But the reason I bring up Wick's Pizza, they have sponsored a couple of my pay-per-view watch-alongs before, and the purchase price of that Wick's Pizza, if you go in there with tax and everything included, is about $53 to $54 for the mighty Big Wick. It's a great pizza. I'll be the first to tell you. It's a great pizza. But Bear Nose, according to what most people tell me, in my personal opinion, makes a better pizza, just as big, maybe even more toppings than the mighty Wick, for $29.
Oh, wow.
29, freaking 28 or 29. Don't hold me to the exact price. And you might even find a special that'll get you a little better buy than that. But if you can get a better pizza for $29 instead of $53 or $54, no offense to our good friends over at Wick's. I mean, they were a sponsor for a while. They're still a sponsor on OVW TV. But where do you want to spend your hard-earned dollars? Do you want to drop $53 on a Wick's, or do you want to drop $29? And as a matter of fact, the owner of Bear Nose told me, he says, well, Kenny, if I charge $53 for my pizza, I would own about 7 houses right now. I said, well, I don't know that they do. I don't know what they're doing, but he didn't even know. I told him what Wick's was charging. I talked to the two owners over there as we inked the deal to get them as a permanent sponsor here. And we actually officially inked that deal Friday to get Bear Nose with us over here permanently. And I told him I was happy. I said, man, I only promote what I love on this show. And McDonald's has some things I love. There are 2 other burger places negotiating with us right now because McDonald's contract is up very soon. And we'll see what these other 2 places do. And I like both of the other places very well and real well. And we'll see what they come up with. And
I like
it's all about those Benjamins. Pasta Tart made a bit of a challenge when she was kicking out the other day, but she had to work the next day. And she said, save my only good thing McDonald has is the Shamrock Shake. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say about our paid sponsors on the show. I know I said we're in negotiation, but they're not gone yet. Let's not shit on them till they're gone.
They have the best French fries of any restaurant ever.
I'm going to disagree with you. You know who I like better? I got 2. Popeyes? I like Raleigh fries better. Popeye fries are good.
Yeah, they
Popeye
are.
Fries are very good.
They stay good too.
They stay good. They do. They reheat in the air fryer very well.
Yep.
And the other ones I love when I go to White Castle, I love their crinkle cut fries. I
I
like
don't
the
know if
crinkle
we have
cut.
White Castle out here anywhere. I have to check.
You probably don't. They're big on this side of
More
the
of an
country.
east side, yeah.
I don't even know that Texas has them. And Steak and Shake is a very good place for burgers. And
That
they
cuts
have
off right about Illinois.
Does it really? Well, they have the
Yeah.
shoestring fries at Steak and Shake. We were there for dinner the
Oh
other
yeah,
day.
kind of like
And
the
they
real
have the
French fajitas or whatever.
Yeah, well, they have the shoestring cheese fries over there. I know we're talking a lot about food. We haven't got into the pay-per-view yet. We only got 20 viewers in here. It's late, and I don't know who's going to show up tonight. And we have that rule to where if we don't make $60 in the first 30 minutes, the show's over. That's the Bob Hazel. The Bob. Let me show the Bob Hazel rule. Well, I got in here late. It was supposed to be 10:15. The pay-per-view ended at 10:14, but I had
we've been
3
live for 14 minutes though.
Well, if we've been well, there you go. We're halfway through, but we haven't asked for any donations as of yet. So now we're asking.
True.
But
From
that's
this
the rules.
point.
And Pasta Tart made a challenge, but we don't want to waste her challenge if there ain't going to be fucking nobody here. We'll save it for Tuesday. Tea Maker wanted to do a nice challenge, and what he said he would do, and I don't know that we're going to have the power in here to do it tonight. He says I will match every donation up to $75, but we have to make the 75. So we'll see what people want to do. And Billy Sellers wanted to honor his donation, but I think we're looking to do his on Tuesday. We're going to do his on Tuesday. He wants to do a challenge as well. So hello to Jazzy Jana. Hello to the Pasta Tart. Hello to Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
And Mylene is in here. Mylene over in Slack. Well, we got that was a big hit. And so we don't have a lot in here. I thought we'd have more. I thought people would want to come in and get. I'm not even going to do a review on the pay-per-view if no one's here that gives a shit and wants to talk to me about it. I thought the crowd was very down, to be honest with you.
There were only a couple of moments where they were really, they have that little decibel meter that they put out now that, of course, they rig up some.
I thought they fucked up a couple of the finishes. I thought that who's the brunette that's from Canada that was in the thing?
Chelsea Green.
I mean, I know I picked Tiffany Stratton to win it on the show. I know I picked her, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that the girl in red, Tiffany. Is it Tiffany?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. I didn't realize Chelsea was Canadian.
I didn't either.
And Chelsea has amazing facial expressions. She is a performer. She's a very good.
Her character is a Karen, basically.
Yes, to a degree. My pick on her character is there's about 8 girls doing her shit right now.
Yeah.
There's about 8 girls doing exactly the same shit in about 3 different companies. That's my pick against it. But I can't hold her against that. But I thought she should have won tonight in further evaluation. I know on the show I picked Tiffany Stratton to win it, but in further evaluation, I didn't know she was from Canada. So I thought it would have been good to let her win it. But
I think I picked Chelsea, didn't
I?
Yeah, because I read a rumor she wanted to bring the Diva belt back if she won the title. That big hunk of shit butterfly belt.
Yeah, well, I picked I did not know also that Tiffany Stratton was a Trump supporter and an anti-vaxxer, so I no longer.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know till tonight, but yeah, anti-vaxxer and a Trump supporter.
Womp, womp,
So,
You know what she reminded me of?
By the way, you got to hold up. By the way, the political opinions expressed on this show, either by the co-host, the host, or the fans, is not necessarily the opinions of our loving sponsors. So we got to get that out. I need to make a video that covers that. I need to make a video. So that way we have 3 videos to watch. And the fries, however, Popeyes and Rally's has very good fries. I meant to get. We like Rally. We will oftentimes go in and drop $6 on the mega size order of Rally fries.
Are those the crinkly ones? Or how do those?
Yeah,
look? Curly. Oh, yeah. I love not what is it? Arby's.
Rally fries are off the charts. Crinkle cut fries at McDonald's, not at McDonald's, but White Castle I like real well. And I'm not a big fan of the shoestring fries, but Steak and Shake does them pretty good, especially if you get the cheese version, and especially if you get them hot.
You got to get the season right.
Nobody seems to be wanting to talk about the pay-per-view, so we won't. I don't know if anyone's donated yet or not.
I can't believe she's an anti-vaxxer. God damn.
I'm a little I was surprised that Jericho donated to Donald Trump as well. Supposedly he did it basically for
there was always a little something that made me suspect of him. He always starts shit with "I'm not political" and then goes into a full political rant.
and then goes into very political.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so looks like I might be getting $150 refund on my PayPal account for something I was being charged for that I had no idea I was being charged for, and they went back and traced it, and they were getting me for $18 a month for something I didn't even know that I was getting. And they said, "Well, do you own an Xbox?" I said, "No." I said, "Well, that probably means that they shouldn't be billing you." I said, "Yeah,
probably."
So, yeah, it's a Microsoft thing that was trying to charge me for shit that I didn't have. Let's
Andre,
see.
we need $5 to answer that question, but
yeah, we have no donations. Other than
any questions
other than the 3 people that were wanting to. Hello, Mr. Kinfo. What's up? Your thoughts? Well, he hadn't retired yet, and as I said, and Andre, I've known you for quite some time, and the rules on the show is that you have to make a donation, $5 minimum. I know we've known each other a long time, and you've donated before, so I know you know how to do it. And but we have to make $60 to be on here longer than 30 minutes, and we only got 10 minutes left. And nobody, even though I bothered to come in here after the pay-per-view, try to give you all a little something. And like I said, Pasta Tart wanted to make a nice little challenge. But I'm not going to waste it tonight if we're not even going to match her challenge. I'm certainly not going to waste Tea Maker's challenge. He wanted to do a $75 challenge, but we're not going to get enough in here to do that. No. And Billy Sellers wanted to do a challenge. So we got 3 people wanting to challenge, but we got 21 people in here, and 21 people that ain't donated, and apparently aren't going to. Yeah. So and if y'all want to talk about the pay-per-view, I'll talk about it. If you want to talk about the John Cena retirement, I'll talk about it. I knew when he got in the ring, I'll give you this much. I knew when he got in the ring and says, "I'm here to announce my retirement," as that he ain't retiring tonight.
Yeah,
because I've already heard too many other things straight from the goddamn. If it ain't the horse's mouth, it's the horse's father's mouth.
The pappy horse.
And I also heard it out of Cena's. Not that he told me directly, but he said it on the fucking thing not long ago that he had one more run in him. He was going to make another run for that title. So I knew he wasn't going. I know obviously, I'm not talking to Jazzy Jana, Pasta Tart, Tea Maker, I'm not talking to the usual suspects. Now, Andre hasn't donated in a long time. Andre should empty his bank.
I don't even recall Andre's name, to be honest.
He lives here in Louisville. He's been a dear friend of me and the show for many, many years. And, but so far, nobody has donated.
I've been here 1 year as of this month, and I haven't seen that name.
Oh, guess what I found out today when I called PayPal to find out what the fuck was going on with these $18 charges on my account? Guess what I just found out?
What?
I have been with PayPal since nearly the beginning. I said, "How long have I been with you guys?" I said, "You have a way to look that up?" She said, "Actually, I do." She says, "You have been with us for 19 years. And you joined us July the 2nd at 10:02 a.m. I said, "Get the fuck out of here." So
I know I've been since 2004. I just don't know beyond that.
So she says basically 19 years to the day. You have been with us, and so yeah, I joined PayPal 19 years, almost to the day, July the 2nd at 10:02 a.m. And I thought that was cool as hell that she knew that, and she was from Texas. She was the service helper I had is in Dallas, and she knew. She looked it right up. "Oh yeah, you've been with us a long time." I said, "Never overdrafted either, have I?" "No." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I said,
"We know Bob."
yeah, we know Bob. Yeah, Bob's always filing false claims with us. Yeah. And she says, "I see you take in a fair amount of donations." I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "But they're spread out." I said, Venmo, but they own Venmo as well, and they notice we get donations all over. And we did make it a 12 or 13 or a 16-week wait on subscribers to be able to comment. But if you can donate, you get right in here. If you make a $5 donation or more, your question pops up. Yeah, but no, it ain't looking like we're going to make a penny tonight, and I'm not going to waste my time. We got 7 minutes, and we'll save those other 3 donations for Tuesday and see if anybody's more generous then. We will talk about the pay-per-view then, or baseball, or whatever anybody else wants to talk about. But no, I don't want any of the regulars that have already donated this week donating. Unless they just got more fucking money and they know what to do with, and then that's fine. But if you don't,
press conference.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the press conference is on, but I ain't fucking watching it.
I just looked up and Tiffany Stratton's on, and I'm just.
I know that John Cena. I know that John Cena says you don't want to miss the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can go back and watch it later, right? I mean, I don't have to watch it live, right? Yeah.
I just happened to look up, and Tiffany Stratton's up there, and goddamn, I wish you hadn't told me that. But you know, who she reminds me of is Diane Kruger. You know that actress?
Yes, I know who Diane Kruger
looks a lot like her.
No, well, a little bit,
a little shorter.
Cheska Rice says, I can't go home today. I'm sick and I can't walk and I can't stand up. Well, it sounded like me a few days ago. Yeah.
A virus.
Jesse's feeling better. She had to miss work yesterday, but she's going to work today. She was sick yesterday. Oh, you had mentioned that somebody in my past donated $5,000 to the Kevin Sullivan thing. No, wait, I think it was actually Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Somebody from your past. We won't mention any names. Somebody from your past donated $5,000. I said, well, this person claims to be worth $5 million, and if I love this person as much as this person claims they love that person, I don't think $5,000 is all that much money for a person in need that's trying to get his leg replaced. If I had $5 million, if I had $5 million in my bank account, like this person claims he's got, I would probably easily donate $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
That still leaves me with $4.5 million, and I helped my friend get a leg. So Bob was putting this person over for their donation, but I base it upon percentages of what you
wouldn't
have.
Yeah,
and I mean, $5,000 for me would be a very generous donation, but this person claims to have $5 million in the bank, and he could only cough up 1% of it. Yeah.
That's what it says on net worth or whatever, but
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, no, he says it too, because my net worth says I've seen my net worth as high as $9 million.
Really?
That's only what I got under my bed, to be honest with you.
Well,
it doesn't count. It doesn't count what's
a little bit in the kitchen cabinets.
It doesn't count what's under the sofa, in both fireplaces, and in the freezer. It doesn't count that. And and what I took off the backs of the televisions and just jam money in there. I forgot about that. So, but yeah, no, if I'm worth $5 million, I think I can come up with more than 1% of my income to help my friend that I claim I love so much. So he's putting them over more than I will. Because if that's what you got, which I know fucking well he doesn't, I know what his bills are and I know what his worth is. Mm-hmm. It's all bullshit.
It's basically paper.
Right? Based on what I know he's got and what his bills are and what his income is, yeah, $5,000 is a nice donation. But he gave two people credit for that donation, and one of those person hasn't earned a dollar in about 35 or 40 years. So let's not give both of those people credit for that donation if you've done nothing to bring any income to the family in about 30 years.
I like when the husband co-signs the birthday card.
And I haven't mentioned any names, by the way. I haven't mentioned any names.
Not at all.
And I was calling out some other. I said, this man has a lot of multi-millionaire friends in the wrestling business, in the podcast business / wrestling podcast business. This man has a lot of multi-millionaire friends. How much has the GoFundMe account raised? Because the porn star has raised $800,000. Even though she claims she doesn't need any money, she's raised $800,000 because they claim she's facing eviction and all this shit. Well, if you're facing eviction, you do need money.
Now, who is this?
Need money. Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels, last I heard,
just get a bunch of money.
Well, you think she's seen any money from Trump yet? No.
Oh, yeah.
And the girl that Trump raped hasn't seen any money yet either. They have not liquidated his properties yet.
You think she could just go to conventions and clean up?
Well, you would think. Yeah, she could just do conventions and clean up. So why she's got to GoFundMe? But supposedly Stormy Daniels had raised $800,000 or $900,000 last I heard. Damn. Does anybody know how much Kevin has made? We're 2 minutes away from shutting it down because we have not got one donation. Not a one. And I told Bob we're going to be dead serious about this. He said for every $10, we stay an extra 5 minutes. We don't even have that. I'm not going to waste Pasta Tart's donation. I'm not going to have T-Maker do the challenge when it's obvious no one's going to match it. And I'm not going to have Billy Sellers match his challenge when it's obviously no one's going to match it. So, And I was really tired and didn't feel like doing this shit anyway. So I was here for the people.
All right. He raised $30,210 out of his goal of $20,000. So he surpassed his goal.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, he surpassed his goal. And so that's good because I don't know what replacing a leg cost. And I don't know. Obviously, I guess he didn't have any health insurance. Can we round it to 11, pretty please? All right. We'll round it to 11 just for you because you already made your donation. But I wanted it to be, you know what? Let's do your challenge. And we'll stay a little bit long. Oh, my sweet Sakia, the love of my life, my dream girl, has donated $15. So thanks to her, we have 35, 45, 50. We have $50 in the house. Thank you, Sakia. You're so sweet. And my dream, did I mention my dream girl? You know why she's I actually had a dream about her the other day. No, it wasn't dirty. It wasn't dirty.
I wouldn't go there. I was gonna let you go.
If I'd have dreamed about her, it'd been dirty.
Oh, yeah.
You did that dream wrong, Kenny. No, I had a dream about her because she just has been a part of my life a lot here lately. We went over to the mall to see her. I didn't get a chance to go in, but my son went and met her, says she's just the sweetest and most lovely person ever. And she's donated here on the show a few times, and it's a little late. I mean, girl's got 5 kids. They can wear you down throughout the course of a day. And I saw her out taking them to the park and taking them to the river, walking across all the shit I can't do. My knees and back do not. By the way, I did lose 18 pounds today. I had not took my Bumax in a while. And it just sometimes feel the fluid building up on you a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I took my Bumax today and lost 18 pounds.
30-minute pisses.
Oh, it feels that way. Oh, they're not 30 minutes. I mean, it's every 10 minutes for like 5 hours. For like 5 hours, and then you still go for like another 2 or 3. All the information people want. So between Pasta Tart's $35 challenge and 15 from the lovely, the vivacious, the absolute paragon of sartorial pulchritude, my sweet Sakia, we have 50 in the house, and we were hoping to raise at least 60 in here tonight. So if that's something, but thank you, Sakia. That was very sweet because I didn't even know she was watching. Feel free to comment in here if you can, if you're watching on YouTube and if you're not a member. Oh, and we are still making arrangements, Sakia, to mail you your 2 shirts. We're going to send you your Sakia shirt. And you've been very popular. They put you on TikTok, I think, in like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different segments.
Oh, is this Cambodian lady?
The Cambodian queen, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, she just donated 10 more. I should compliment her more often. $10 more, I'll tell you what was in the dream. So, there you go. But no, that's very sweet of you, honey. I really appreciate it. So we made the 60, thanks to Sakia, and thanks to the Pasta Tart. My other dream girl, she's my nightmare though. She got mad at her employers the other day. Had to fire up on them a little bit. I said, all right, she had bow up on them. I bowed up on a couple of employers.
Oh, I have
didn't have a new job to go to. And that's what landed me in marketing and sales in the cookware business back in the early 80s, is that I got mad at my boss and slapped him at Kroger after 5 years.
I haven't done that.
He called me a lazy bastard because I would not stay over and work an extended shift, but I had a second job at TGNY. Ben Franklin, if anybody remembers those. And it was TGNY. And you laugh. No, Cheska thinks I'm laughing at her. Oh, Jesus Christ. I must have given a smiley face to Cheska.
She took it as you laughing at her.
No, honey, that was supposed to be a crying face. God damn it, calm down. It was supposed to be a crying face, and I hit the wrong emoji. You know I fucking can't see. Good. So Cheska told me she's sick, she can't stand up, and I hit the laughing crying face instead of the crying. I felt bad for her. Emojis will get you fucked up, apparently.
Oh, they will.
So she
and
says
laugh
you laugh.
Will get you fucked up too.
Cheska writes, you laugh. I'm not lying. I know you're not lying. I hit the wrong emoji. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my show.
I'm going to need you to ask Al why they canceled the show out here, because I was actually going to go. Yeah, it was supposed to be July 20th and writing a big old cancel with asterisks and everything. No reason.
No reason.
Just canceled.
Well,
and the show the next day.
There's a bunch of people in wrestling that are really Trump blowers, and I don't know that Al's one of them, but he works on a show that's full of Trump blowers. That Russo show, and there's a lot of people that blow Trump cock over there that don't like what I have to say. Russo all but ignores me anymore. I've never said a negative word about Russo ever. I might have called him out on a couple of things. About
he's doing paid interviews now.
Oh, he's paid interviews.
Yeah, since the whole WCW thing on A&E.
There's sweet.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
Oh, Sakia, that picture you posted today, I was watching the pay-per-view, and I saw you post a picture, and you said, if I look like this at 50, well, you're only 19 years away, give or take. Was that an AI picture of what you're supposed to look like at 50? Because if it is, you won the goddamn lottery, because that's a pretty good-looking 50. And but the hair looked amazing. I mean, everything. It's a great picture. But explain to me what that picture was about. Was that an AI picture, or was that a real picture? And you're saying, I hope I look like that 19 years from now, because you probably will, from what I've gathered. And but thank you for watching the show. Thank you for your donation. And Cheska, I sent the wrong emoji to. You're laughing. I'm not lying. It wasn't supposed to be a laughing emoji. It was the crying, laughing emoji. And these are not my phone glasses. These are the computer screen glasses. I have two different ones, and I hit the wrong emoji.
I need to get some of those.
Oh, that was a goddamn. So Kia, you won the picture lottery. On Tuesday night, I will upload your AI picture of what it says you're going to look like at 50, and you're the luckiest girl on the planet Earth. If that's what AI thinks you're going to look like, and I think AI is probably right. I don't see her aging too much.
Kind of scary correct sometimes.
Oh my God! I looked at the picture and I said, "Well, that looks like the gorgeous Sakia now." You know, it didn't age a day. So I showed my son. He said, "That's a good 50." I said, "Yeah, that's pretty good."
I can just hang on 4 more years.
yeah. That's a good 50. And so
I have 49.
So we got let me check here. So I think let's see. So Kia donated 15 and 10, 35. So yeah, that's our 60. Well, thank you, Sakia. That's so sweet. And by the way, we're gonna hook you up with Bear Nose whenever you want to go. We're gonna get gift vouchers if you just want to go whenever you want. Bear Nose has agreed to bring you and your kids over. Main event, let you come and entertain your kids with free games and free pizza over there. And if you want to go with me and my son to Two Rivers, you're more than welcome to come. We only go out there about once a month. And Popeyes said they'd be more than happy to have you and the kids over. So we want to give back to you as well. We love to, especially being as I feature and focus on helping single moms in the Philippines. Many of them don't have 5 kids, and you work your ass off. You do that jewelry store most every day. And so if we can reward you with either a trip to Main Event, well, as a matter of fact, you're going to get them all except McDonald's. Tightwad bitches. But Popeyes, Main Event, Bear Nose, and Two Rivers have all said that we can bring you there. So you just pick them when you want to go. You just pick them when you want to go, and you will be taken care of. Just let me know when. That's all you got to do. And so the only 2 donations we have are from Sakia, the Cambodian queen. I'm going to get with Bob to help me get her stuff mailed. I will pay for it. I will pay for Sakia's shirts, but Bob knows how to go into the store and get it processed and mail it to her. So Kia, one more time, send me your mailing address. I will get with Bob, send him the money to mail you your shirts from our store, because we want to make sure you get your Cambodian queen shirt, and we're going to send you a Bowling Girl shirt that we would be so honored if you would take pictures in both of those, and we'll show the hell out of them on this show, because we'd be very proud and very honored to have you do that. And by the way, we didn't offer that deal to the other girl that was on the show the other day. That was kind of an exclusive deal that we offered for Sakia, because she's right across the river. She's real close.
It's easier.
The other one's out in Los Angeles, and a little more work, a little more effort, all that. Eunice is in. Now we do need one project, and we're going to start working on this Tuesday, because we may not have the time or the bodies in here to do it tonight. Eunice, their house needs about $100 worth of repairs. Their door's not very secure. It needs a new frame, doors, padlock, and the floor needs some repairs. The carpenter says about $100 will fix everything. That's a new door pattern. And the reason being, their neighborhood is not the safest in the world, and they don't want to make it easy for somebody to just walk in their house.
Oh,
yeah. And they claim that a little girl was raped in that house a couple of years ago. Oh, and we just don't want to make it easy on anybody to have entrance into the house. So it's about $100 to fix her house, to repair the doors, put up a new frame, put up a good door, and padlocks on the doors, and also to fix the floor. And the carpenter says he can do all that for $100. I told Eunice that we would certainly try. We will do our best to raise that much money by the end of next week. That'll give us this show and 3 more to try to raise $100 to dedicate towards fixing her house. So those of you that are watching that give 2 shits, that's one of the things I'd love to get done to make their house a little safer. And like I said, the Tea Maker will be doing a challenge probably on the Tuesday show. We might have Billy Sellers doing his challenge. On the Thursday show, he said he also wanted to donate another $40 if I would give him a phone call. Well, it won't be a phone call. We're going to have to find out a way to get you on Facebook or Messenger, because too many people have turned on me on this show that have my phone number. And what do you do? Geez, with being close together, you'd think it'd be a close-knit neighborhood. Well, you would think, my dear. You would think. One
would think.
Here's most people's process. They have stuff and I don't, so I'm going to go take their stuff. And that's pretty much a worldwide philosophy. That's a worldwide philosophy.
That wasn't the projects. We were all poor, but we
they have stuff and I don't, so I'm going to go get their stuff that I did not work for. And I don't know if I've told the story on here before. I think I have. There was a time that a family member of mine, we were walking home in LaGrange, and we walked by this yard of some middle-class people, and there was this great-looking NFL football. I mean, one of the real deals. One of those that would run you $90 to $100 now if you bought it. I guess that's what a real NFL ball costs. Might be more than that. But it was a real NFL football laying in the yard. And it's about 10 o'clock at night. It's pitch black on a fall night. And I guess I was 10 or 11 years old. Remember, my stepdad's in prison right now. That's why my mom's. And a family member said, Kenny, go in the yard and get that ball. No one's looking. It's late at night. Their lights are out. They've gone to bed. Go get that ball. And I looked at him at the age of 10. I said, that ball's not mine. Well, they're not going to miss it. You don't have a good football. You don't even have a football. Go get that ball. I said, no, it is not. So they like 3 times asked me to go steal the ball. And I said, no, the ball's not mine. And no, I'm not going to take it. If my Uncle Charlie wants to buy me a ball, he has a great job. He can buy me. And I'm at 10 years old. I'm arguing with people why I'm not going to steal the ball. And I remember I was in TGMY once, but no, I take it back, Ben Franklin. And I had a family member that wanted me to steal something. And I think it was jewelry or something, because I wanted to get my mom something for her birthday. And a family member said, well, you don't have the money to buy it, so I'll distract the person at the counter. And this is before video surveillance and cameras. Right. I mean, people use mirrors back then. I'll distract the person at the front of the counter, and you go over there and you steal the jewelry for your mother and just drop it in, because I'd already bought some candy or something. And I said, you go over there and pick the jewelry up and just drop it in your bag and then walk out. No one will know when you. I looked at him. I'm going to be honest with you. At 10 or 11, maybe I'll do that. And then I walked over there with the intention to do it at 10 or 11 years old. And I looked at it and said, no, I am not going to get caught for shoplifting when I live 2 doors down from the store. Yeah. What if they catch me? And just morals kicked in. I said, no, if I want it, they were like $5 items. This was 1970. And I said, no. So what I did is I got a job at Cassidy Insurance cleaning their windows, and they paid me $1 for every A I made on my report card. And they would pay me $10 every time I cleaned their windows. And then I went to Little Giant grocery store right there, a few doors down from where I live. Cassidy Insurance on the left side, Little Giant on the right. And I cleaned their windows for $10. And then I went to Head's drugstore across the street, and I cleaned their windows for $10. And then I went to Western Auto, and I cleaned their windows for $10. Are you saying
you earned money to buy this?
I earned money.
Crazy talk.
Lunatic. 10 years old, maybe 11, 10 or 11. So I went to 4 different stores, paid $40 in a week. I do because they're big ass windows. I mean, don't think I was getting a cheesy ass job. They're big,
squeegee and shit, right?
Oh yeah. Paper towels. You know, they provide. I made them paper towels.
Oh, I've done. Oh yeah, I've had to do that.
But no, they were big fucking. It was a job. You know, this wasn't no candy ass job. Oh, yeah. Inside and out. You had to do inside and out. So to me, I earned my $10 at each place. They weren't giving handouts. And then Cassidy Insurance liked that I was a good student, and they paid me $1 for every A I made. And my final report card, I had 42 A's. And they were looking at that like, and even in 1970, they were not eager to hand me $42.
That's roughly
like,
420.
We thought you would have some B's and C's in there. We thought no, I got 42 fucking A's, motherfucker.
Funny what incentive can do for you, huh?
Yeah. What a little incentive would do for you. And I knew in school I'm getting $1 for every A. So, and I knew at the end of the year I was going to have 40 something, opportunities to get an A, and I had 42 A's and 1 B. You know what the B was in? PE.
I was going to say that, but I thought no way.
PE. And here I am, a fucking athlete. I fucking played for keeps. You know why I got the B? Because we were shooting free throws. No, I wasn't tardy. No. We were shooting free throws, and they blew the whistle to quit shooting free throws, and I didn't quit. I kept shooting after the whistle.
Well, if you got a rhythm going.
He said, yeah, I had a rhythm. I was going. And the PE teacher said, Kenny, drop the ball. And I didn't. I kept shooting. That motherfucker took a basketball, and when I went up to shoot, threw the ball to knock the ball out of my hand.
Damn.
And I turned around at age 10 or 11, and I said, Dad's going to hear about this. He said, your dad's in prison. I said, but he's going to get out, and he's going to beat your ass. And that got me a B-.
That'll do it.
Dad never went to beat his ass. I ain't going to prison over you shooting free throws. I just got out. So we picked up a few more viewers that were maybe watching the
show or whatever.
But still, we have 2 donations. Sokia, the Cambodian queen, and Imposter Tart. And that's the only 2 people that have donated a nickel to help these people. Even my brother says, man, you've been getting a little bitchy lately. I said, they watch every fucking show. They watch every fucking show. A lot of them don't get memberships, and they never want to support the show, and they never want to help these people. They just want to freeload. And that's why we're probably never going to do Twitter again. That is the most selfish bunch of prick motherfuckers I ever saw in my life.
Shit, most of them are Trumpers anyway.
There's a lot of them. Not known to be a donating bunch unless they're giving to their rapist criminal. Once again, the political views expressed on this show aren't necessarily those of our lovely sponsors, just to make sure everybody knows. So she asked me to go to 11 o'clock. We have gone 11:11. By the way, that is Scooby's birthday, for those that are wondering. 11:11. So we'll go 4 more minutes, and we gave you some extra time. And thank you so much, Zakia, for what you did. We really appreciate it. I was not expecting that. Never trust a Twitter rat. Never trust Dr. Bill Irwin, because he ain't never going to fucking donate. But he does have a badge. But that's the only way he can come in here and let us know he's not going to donate, is to have the badge. So.
There you go. I guess we get $3 out of them, though, right?
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, at least we get that $2.99 a month. We get that. Well, actually, we get $1.99 a month because YouTube gets 30% of that.
Yeah, you ain't lying, boy.
Well, you saw what it was when I left the show wide open, and I think I only had like a 5-day delay, and all the trolls, the mentally retarded people, had loaded up their accounts.
By the time I got in, I was like, God damn, there's bodies all over the floor.
Well, I got news for you, Dr. Bill Irwin. We're not going to give you a doctorate in education, because that's not how you spell honor the last time I looked.
Is he in England?
I don't know. Do you spell honor different in England? I don't think so.
The British spelling is a little weird.
Oh,
it's kind of like color.
Then I stand corrected if that's the way you spell it over there. I didn't know. Yeah. I stand corrected.
Oh, Jazzy.
They just went Democrat over there after 15
years.
Yeah,
I saw that. I've been watching what's his name? Bill Oliver a lot lately. I had to catch up on all the show. John Oliver. What did I say?
John Oliver. I watched 2 episodes. I saw the Trump episode where they're basically Like, you stupid fucks better do something because this is what he's telling you he's going to do.
To your
he surrounds
face.
himself with loyalists, and it is in your. I know where it is. I know where it is. Yeah, I'm quite aware.
England, South America.
England, Brazil, right there. Yeah, never hurts to be educated, right? So
usually,
but we do appreciate the 2 donations we got tonight from the lovely Pasta Tart and the lovely Sokia, the Colombian queen, the queen of bling, the queen of bling.
Oh yeah, Jana was a casualty in that war, wasn't she?
King and I had the toughest tag team match. God, yeah, it was.
We took a chair to the head.
Somebody whacked Jazzy in the back of the head, and they just flooded the ring. That was all I could do. I thought I had backup, and someone got Jazzy in the back of the head with a chair. I meant that's how honor is spelled in Europe. Oh,
nah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
it is spelled that way.
Well, you all spell it wrong. It's like it's
like when Canadians spell it like that too. They have a lot of British influence.
It's like when I talk to girls and I spell her name Jessie, Jessy, or Jessy. No, I spell mine Jesswxeye. You spelled my name wrong. No, your mother spelled your name wrong.
I say your family fucked that.
I didn't do shit wrong. Your mother spelled your name wrong.
Have you ever seen that newscast where the girl's name was Erica, but it was spelled No. Like AIR Rec Erica. Who did that to this child?
Spelled my name wrong. No, your mama spelled your name wrong. It was not me. We have a history of Ericas. And, how was the spelling of hers? AIR.
It was AIR like air.
Yeah.
WRECK.
Yeah.
And I think it was AH after that or something like that.
Oh,
but air rec I've been spelling it wrong all these years, apparently.
Not that it matters, but it could. What was the nationality of this young woman?
You know what? I've seen 2 of them. One was white and one was black.
And 2 of them spelled it that way?
Yeah. One might have been a joke off of the one that she put it as her profile. In Omaha,
Jazzy Jana apparently on the last show was bleeding from the back of the skull.
Oh, they stretched her out,
and I couldn't even see her. I was in the ring trying to fight the trolls, and I'm looking around. There's no Jazzy Jana.
No, they were rolling her out as they were.
Yeah. They had the meat wagon lined up to get. Like, where's the backup? She got laid out. Yeah, there's too many trolls.
Yeah, that's right, Jana.
She was expecting 1 or 2 trolls, and there's like 6 or 7 of them, and she was just wasn't prepared.
There was a newscast in Omaha where there was a little girl missing named Jet Setta, and
you say that. One of my customer service reps at Walmart the other day, Omaha, Nebraska.
Really?
She couldn't believe, and I said, "Where are you based at?" She said, "We're not really supposed to say." I said, "What state are you in?" She says, "Nebraska." I said, "So in other words, you're either in Lincoln or Omaha." She said Omaha. She said, "How did you guess?" I said, "Because they're the only 2 fucking cities in Nebraska. We have 4." I said, "Ma'am, I'm in Kentucky. We have Lexington, Louisville, Paducah.
You know
Frankfurt.
What? We have 4 Saturday. Cities. The stadium is the 3rd largest city in the state.
I've heard that.
And they take pride in that shit too. Like,
yeah, they really do. They really do.
But anyway, Jet Setta was a little white girl, and I swore when I was listening to the story, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a little black girl." I turned around, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Blue eyes and blonde hair, huh?
Yeah. Y'all grew up in the hood or something.
Does anybody know what my girl is on the WWE that's with Broadway Otis and what's that white girl's name?
Well, Maxine Dupree.
Maxine Dupree. What's her heritage? Because as we know, I have a tendency not to be me and white women have a history, and not always good. Not always good. I'm pretty sure that the Pasta Tart's the only white woman that speaks to me in the world. Occasionally my ex-wife. Maxine Dupree, my son is convinced, is just good old white woman. And I'm thinking there's got to be something else out there. Brazilian, maybe a little Latina, a little something. I don't know.
A dancer for the Phoenix Suns. I did not know that.
Was she really? And I like her. She's got a good talent, good facial expressions, great look. And I like Maxine Dupree, but for me to see something physically that I like, as a rule, it's not the typical white woman. But so that's why I wonder, is there something else there? Because one of the girls I was chatting with the other day came up on not an Instagram, but a TikTok chat I was on. I don't do many of those. I was doing a TikTok chat, and this girl from Hong Kong pops in, and she says, "How do you know so much about my people?" I said, "Well, I've pretty much dated nothing but Asians since 2012. Oh my God, really? And she said, "Why is that?" I said, "I don't know. I just like Asian girls. It's
just around.
It's the thing. When I was younger, it's black girls, and then black girls smartened up. I had to move on to the Asian girls. You know,
They smartened up.
they smartened up. Yeah.
Let's see. Family.
My sister had a client named Asshole out of the apostrophe, and that was the legit name. Oh. Well, it's like when Lena was trying to teach me Filipino Tagalog, the language. She called me Daddy Bear, and she said, "What does Maya call you?" Maya, she said, "Does Maya call you Daddy?" Because that was my daughter-in-law, and this was 2012, 2013. We'll say 2013. She said, "What does Maya call you?" I said, "Asshole." She said, She said, "She don't call you Daddy?" I said, "No." She call you asshole? I said, "Yeah, she calls me asshole."
Picture Maya calling anybody daddy.
So Lena, yeah, fuck, you believe that shit? So Lena says, "Why does she call you street dog?" I said, "Street dog?" I said, "No, she calls me asshole." "Yeah, Daddy Bear, street dog." And I said, "Spell asso," and she writes ASO. And Tagalog, asso means street dog. So she was wondering why Maya nicknamed me a street dog. So Maya thought that was funnier than shit. So I have been the street dog ever since, because
Kind of a cool name though.
Yeah, it is. It really
Street
is.
dog.
So Kia and Pasta Tart are the only two donations of the
It
night.
just says she's white, but her real last name is ZMRZEL.
Maxine's real name is strange. Think it's European in origin. Okay, well,
it's like an Eastern
European has a tendency to lean white.
That sounds kind of like in the Turkish, like
Dupree. Well, Rene Dupree's very white. Rene Dupree's very white.
Yeah,
but he don't look like Maxine. He don't look like Maxine. I'll tell you that. So
she's gorgeous.
Get over it.
I mean, she does look like there's a little something in her. But...
Yeah, it looks like there's something else there. I mean, not trying to sound racist about it or all.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
You know, we're all mutts to one degree. I mean, I'm quarter Cherokee, quarter German. No idea what the other fucking half is. Don't know. Don't care. Well, I guess I do care.
In this area, she might have native in her.
Yeah, and so I don't know.
Gorgeous.
Well,
girl.
guys, we gave you way more than we thought we would. Because she asked for 11 o'clock, we gave you 11:21, but only 2 people donated, and they're both strong affiliates of this show. Sakia, who was a guest, and Pasta Tart, who, by the way, donated $30 more than she said she was, because she's about to make a career change, and she said, "I'll only be donating $5, either a week or per show or whatever." And I told her I understood. You've done plenty. I still need to send her book. It'll be one day next week. I got another young man ordered my book today for $35.
Nice.
Sitting there blanking out on the name, but it's in my shit. If he's watching the show, he can remind me. Apparently he's not. And TC from the NC, I owe him a Anthony Scaramucci book. So we got that. So I got 2 of my books going out and an Anthony Scaramucci book later this week. Anybody else wants the Anthony Scaramucci book, they are $65 shipped for the hard copy. If you order on Amazon, it's $30 just for the unsigned version. And the only way you're going to get an autographed copy is through me. You're not going to write Skybridge and get him to sign you a book for $60. He ain't going to go through the fucking trouble. But I do have a few copies left. I've got them on my new little cabinet rack over here.
That's a whole new show topic.
and I'm not about to answer the question for $2.99, which we only get.
That's a whole new show.
That we only get $1.99 of. That's a whole new show. Figure out a way to donate. Get you a job. Go clean some fucking windows like I did at the age of 10.
Boom.
Go around your local community. Clean 4 big windows, because if it paid $10 in 1970, it'll pay you $100 a window now.
Oh yeah.
Go make $400 cleaning some fucking windows. How about that, Dr. Bill Irwin? And
hey, Jazzy, real quick, is it Jana or Janae? 1 or 2?
It's Jana. I'm telling you, it's Jana.
Oh, we're gonna see.
Real quick. Yeah,
Jana 1, Janae 2.
Well, I've been calling her Jazzy Jana from Louisiana. She's had quite some time to correct me.
Jazzy Janae sounds pretty cool too, though.
Jazzy Janae, I'm here to play. I'll have to.
You're right. It's number 1. It's spelled exactly like JJ on my show, and her name is Janae. So it's
what's she know? What does she know?
A whole lot.
Her mother pronounces her name wrong. Tell her I said that.
I told her that already. Oh man.
No, Irwin, stop it. You're flirting with disaster. You don't need tools, because the store you're cleaning the windows for will give you Windex or a generic off-brand from Walmart and some cheap-ass paper towels, or what my people gave me was the daily newspaper. I didn't even get paper towels. You know why they gave me newspapers?
That's the best for your windows, actually.
Because newspapers don't streak, so that's why they gave me newspapers to clean the windows. But I'm a professional window cleaner. I was then, because I was making more money than my parents were cleaning windows at the age of 10. And Little Giant, when I'd clean their windows, you know what else they do for me? They knew I loved hamburger. Hamburger was, I think 39 or 49 cents a pound back then. Mm-hmm. And they would give me 3 pounds of hamburger to take home, so the family could either cook a meatloaf or a big batch of hamburgers, which is normally what I voted for. But because we were on a budget, 3 pounds of hamburger, make a big ass meatloaf, add a pack of crackers and mater sauce to that, maybe throw in some onions, and you got a hell of a meatloaf that'll feed the entire family for a few meals. Some mashed potatoes, some box mashed taters. To also make
oatmeal in the meatloaf, so it filled you up a little bit more without you knowing.
Mom every now and then would put meatloaf in the oatmeal in the meatloaf, but not every time. Normally it was crackers. Yeah. Normally it was crackers to absorb the grease. To absorb the grease, and may even give you some janitorial supplies with some new. Exactly. Maybe a step ladder if needed. All you need to do is show up with some Windex and an attitude, and a good attitude. I'm here to clean. Boland's riding me out because I never fucking donate, because I'm a poor European. Well, you got a democratic society over there now. Your right-wing Republican nut jobs have been voted out of office. Things are about to get better over there. By the way, the political views expressed by the host, the co-host, and various other people on his show are not necessarily those of all of these lovely sponsors you see at the bottom of the screen. All right. Train, we have done all the damage we can do here for one night.
We could.
So, for the 22 of you that popped in here to say hi to us tonight, for the other 1,000 of you below me, got that. So that didn't pop in tonight. After I take the time and trouble and effort to pop in here very late on a Saturday night, I could have done anything, but here I was. And thank you, good Lord.
Time.
So Kia, thank you so much. Kia, the Queen of Bling. We'll get with Bob. Politics is the window to this. Shut up, Bill.
What the fuck kind of statement was that? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the end of the show.
That's it. We said.